For 2 nights, we have been looking for answers to major questions concerning the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Sunday night, we asked, did Lee Harvey Oswald take a rifle to the book depository building? Our answer was yes. Where was Oswald on the day President Kennedy was shot? In the building on the 6th floor. Was Oswald's rifle fired from the building? Yes. How many shots were fired? Most likely 3. How fast could Oswald's rifle be fired? Fast enough. What was the time span of the shots? At least as large as the Warren Commission reported. Most likely the assassin had more time, not less. And so we concluded Sunday night that Lee Harvey Oswald fired 3 shots at the motorcade. And then last night we began to look into the question of conspiracy. Were there others also firing at the president? We interviewed eyewitnesses. They told conflicting stories. We tested in our own investigation the critical single bullet theory and found one bullet might well have wounded both men. Captain James Humes, who conducted the autopsy on the president, broke a 3.5-year silence to report that he has re-examined the x-rays and photographs and stands firm that the shots came from behind. We heard Governor Connolly and heard that his recollections conform with our own reconstruction of the assassination. And we concluded that there was no second gunman. Tonight, we look further into the question of conspiracy. Was Oswald acting alone, or was he the agent of others? Was the assassination the sole work of a twisted, discontented man seeking a place in history, or were there dark forces behind Oswald? Continuing to seek an answer to the question of whether Lee Harvey Oswald was involved in a conspiracy leads us to a second murder. Oswald was taken into custody in a movie theater at 1:50 p.m., 80 minutes after President Kennedy was shot. But he was first charged not with the murder of the president, but with the murder of Dallas police officer J.D. Tippit. Our next question, could Oswald have made his way to the scene of Officer Tippit's murder?
To solve the Tippit killing, it is vital to reconstruct Lee Harvey Oswald's actions from the moment of the assassination to the moment of Tippit's death. Yet for 3.5 years, all news media have been barred from the Texas School Book Depository where the first critical few moments of Oswald's flight occurred. Depository officials have agreed to lift the ban for these special broadcasts, and so, for the first time, we have been able to follow the path of Oswald's movements from his sniper's nest on the 6th floor.
Taking his rifle with him, Oswald went between the stacks of book cartons to the opposite corner of the 6th floor. He tucked the rifle down between stacks, and at this point probably discovered that the elevator could not be brought up, that Charles Gibbons, eager to see the parade, had forgotten to close the gate. So Oswald turned to the stairs and went down 4 flights to the 2nd floor and to the lunchroom there, where he was next seen at about 12:31 p.m., barely a minute and a half after his 3rd shot. In front of a Coke machine, a policeman at gunpoint actually stopped Oswald. But Depository Superintendent Roy Truly told the officer Oswald was an employee, and Oswald was released. Free to go, Oswald apparently crossed the 2nd floor through this office, went down the front stairs, perhaps 3 minutes after the assassination, and continued out through the glass front door, well before police sealed off the depository building.
Here is how the Warren Commission reconstructed Oswald's movements after he left the depository. He walked 7 blocks down Elm Street, then took a bus on Murphy headed for Oak Cliff. But the bus quickly became tangled in the traffic jam caused by the assassination itself, and Oswald got off, walked 2 blocks to Lamar, then took a cab several blocks past his rooming house on Beckley. The commission believes he then walked back to his apartment, picked up a revolver and a lightweight jacket, and set off on foot down Beckley.
Attention all squad. Attention all. The suspect in the shooting at Elm in Houston is reported to be an unknown white male, approximately 30, underbuild.
During this period, the Dallas Police radio broadcast a description of a suspect, and critics have made much of the speed with which it was sent out just 15 minutes after the shots were fired. It asked officers to be on the lookout for a white man, slender, weighing about 165, standing about 5 feet 10 inches, in his early 30s. Well, how did police get the description on the air in 15 minutes? Critics have questioned both the source of the description and the speed with which it was sent out. The Warren Commission admitted the source could only be guessed at. Its own guess was that it came from Howard L. Brennan, an eyewitness. The critics doubt Brennan had a good enough view of Oswald in the window to arrive at a good description. They also doubt he passed the information on to a Secret Service man within 10 minutes, as he later claimed. At 1:15 p.m., 45 minutes after the assassination, the commission report says, Officer Tippit stopped Oswald. Whether because of the description or not will never be known, and was shot down. Now, did Oswald have time to get to 10th and Patton in time for the fatal encounter with Tippit?
A CBS newsman following the Warren Commission blueprint found that 45 minutes was ample time.
The answer is yes. He could have made.
Holiday weekenders, don't forget to remember.
For extra fun, take more than one. Take an extra carton of Coke. Life is much more fun when you're refreshed. And Coke refreshes you best. Fun goes better with. Goes better with. Extra cartons of Coca-Cola. Coke has the taste that you never get tired of. Coke after Coke after Coca-Cola. So for extra fun, take more than one. Take an extra carton of Coke, Coca-Cola.
Swim, fly, drive to your nearest store and look for displays of Coca-Cola. Now.
There's something about an Aquavelva man. You're my kind of guy, I want you so. Baby, everything about you is go, go, go. With Aquavelva lotion, our romance began because there's something about an Aquavelva man.
Get Aquavelva Aftershave Lotion, regular, menthol, and now luxurious frost lime.
Is it a super jet? Is it a rocket? It's so fast, so smooth. What is it?
It's Williams Electric Shave in action, the pre-shave lotion that puts wings on your electric razor. It sets up your beard for a closer shave, lubricates your skin for a jet smooth shave. You'll skim off the toughest beard with jet speed. Put wings on your electric razor with Williams Electric Shave. Look for the big L, first letter in.